and best newscast and weather by the Louisiana Association of Broadcasters. This is NBC 10 News, live at 10.
Hello and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Nick Summer. Our top story at 10, Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves declared a state of emergency today as more flooding is expected to hit the state. Speaking at a press conference in Pearl, the governor saying flooding from the Pearl River is anticipated to crest at 36 feet on Monday and could lead to flooding in the city of Jackson. Governor Reeves emphasized that residents should take precautions now.
The Ross Barnett Reservoir has filled to capacity and is releasing significant amounts of water from the Pearl River spillway in order to maintain a safe pool level. Because of this water release, counties and municipalities downstream from the reservoir, including the city of Jackson, are experiencing minor to moderate flooding. These floods will affect portions of the lower Pearl River basin for at least the next 7 days and perhaps as long as the next 10 days.
Well, families of the Uvalde shooting victims and March for Our Lives activists gathered at the Texas state capitol today. They're rallying for stricter gun reform laws in the state following that mass shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde. Those families lost 19 children and 2 teachers in that tragedy, and their aim is to send a strong message to Governor Greg Abbott about preventing further gun violence. Many in the crowd carrying signs of their lost loved ones as speakers made a plea for action toward gun safety, calling for a special session to raise the minimum age to purchase an AR-15 to 21. Texas State Senator Roland Gutierrez was at the event and said change may have to start at the ballot box.
I urge people that go out and vote, that have a conscience in this space, that they need to understand that one day this could be them. And that's what we're trying to do, is just raise the consciousness of what's going on in Texas.
Parents from Uvalde started their protest outside the governor's mansion before daylight. All right, well, Main Street El Dorado's Back to School Bash took place today in Union County. NBC 10's Scarlett Gully has the story.
Main Street presents the ultimate back-to-school bash, get this, with a splash happening right here on the square in downtown El Dorado.
It's a free event, so we love for people to come out.
If you missed the final Summer on the Square event, you missed a Saturday full of fun. Check out some of the footage captured of local talent performing at the event. There were plenty of games, food, and live music to go around for everyone. Even some of our KTVE staff made appearances to raise money for the Main Street organization with a dunking booth.
Tomorrow is my little brother's birthday, so I thought today would be a good outing for him. They've spent the majority of their time on the water slides over there, and they really love it.
Executive Director over Main Street El Dorado says they are offering discount passes for Music Fest, which is set for October 7th and 8th.
So until September 23rd, you can get your weekend pass for Music Fest for $40. That's for 2 days and 4 stages and every festival event in between, $40 up until September 23rd.
If you missed it today, stay tuned next year when we fill you in for the return of Summer on the Square. We'll have that and Music Fest ticket information online at myarkomis.com. Reporting in El Dorado for your weather station, I'm Scarlett Gully.
All right, well, Union Parish students head back to school this Monday. NBC 10's Sydney Lane went to a back-to-school event in Marion to kick off the new school year.
The town of Marion held its back-to-school event to kick off the new school year in Union Parish and to hand out free school supplies to the students of Marion and the surrounding areas.
This is our 3rd annual Marion back-to-school event. It's something that we're really excited about. It's been very successful. We have sponsors that have contributed to it. And so it's a time that we can just say that we're working together for our community. And the good part about it is, too, it's not just for our Marion students and our Marion families, it's for the families and students in the surrounding areas also.
The back-to-school event had everything from free snow cones and hot dogs, a jump house, school supplies, and even majorette dancers.
Here at the back-to-school rally, we're just wishing everybody a good school year. We're going to do a little performance, and we just wish y'all a great school year so everyone is going back to school.
Union Parish and Marion had a lot to celebrate at the event after their school test scores went up last year.
Excellent job of distributing school supplies and just having a fun day for the community to come out and enjoy each other. I would like to say I'm very proud of Union Parish Schools this past year. We were recognized for our growth of mastery students. We were increased our mastery scores by 3%. We were recognized by the state.
Hoping that all the students of Union Parish have a happy and safe school year. Reporting for your weather station, I'm Sydney Lane.
And now, exclusive Storm Tracker Doppler weather.
You know, considering all the rain that we've had this past week, this live Doppler radar image is probably a welcome and pleasant sight to most of us. Sitting nice and quiet for this evening as expected, but it wasn't always like this today. As we take a look, starting about 10 a.m. this morning, as you can see, as the day progresses, there's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, and with that daytime heating that normally kicks in from 2 to 4 p.m. in the afternoon, you can see just kind of eruption of showers and thunderstorms across the Arklamas, even one of them creating a outflow boundary north of Monroe. But most of us are going to ask, well, how much rain did we get? Most of us actually didn't see a lot of rain regardless of those showers and thunderstorms that we did receive. Shreveport actually had the most rain at almost 2.5 inches today, but this is over a 24-hour span. And what does that do for this area? Well, it makes those temperatures a little bit lower than they were 24 hours ago. As you can see, Shreveport is 1 degree lower, Ruston again 1 degree lower, but Monroe and El Dorado sitting at 1 and 3 degrees higher than we were 24 hours ago. So it's very evident who got rain and who didn't. And now the real question is how much longer are we going to see this rain chances? Well, as we look for the rest of the work week or into the new work week, really, Monday and Tuesday are going to sit at 30% chance, and then those rain chances are going to kind of die down as the week progresses, hopefully drying us up. But with dry air comes more higher temperatures, but we'll talk more about that later. So if you have any more outdoor activities, Sunday and early Monday morning would be the best time to do it. That get your yard cut tomorrow, but be careful of the heat because it's going to be a little bit hot. More on that on your full forecast.
All right, thank you, Alex. Well, coming up on NBC 10 News at 10, it's been 6 years since a young college student was tragically murdered, leaving a family desperate for answers. That story's next. Stay with us.
Football Forecast, sponsored by Aero Dental Center.
Just 2 feet of water is all that's needed to float the average car. Never drive into high water and never drive around barriers blocking a flooded road. Don't underestimate the force and power of rushing water. Remember, turn around, don't drown.
Ooh, pretty colors.
Best Reviews is an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on just about everything. For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
A lot is changing in Monroe, and its police force is at the forefront of that change. We've better equipped our officers with reliable gear and afforded them better pay, additional training, more time off, and trauma counseling. If you want to be a part of the progress in our city for a department that values both serving the community and supporting its officers, apply today at monroelapolice.com/employment.
When Tribe 31 Training, an all-women's gym, needed help with their contracts, billing, and keeping their finances organized, Century Next Bank was there for them.
With over 100 members, we had no idea where to start with any of that. So they came in and solved our issues within a day. Like, we had contracts in our hand, everyone was organized, our banking, our finances, they took care of it all for us. And I will say that has been a huge blessing for our business.
Century Next Bank brought everything to Tribe 31, so they never even had to leave the gym, allowing them to focus on their business.
We 100% trust them with our finances. We know that everything is safe and secure and running smoothly, and so we would absolutely continue to do our business there as we continue to grow.
Find more on Tribe 31's story and many more at bankwithlocals.com. Century Next Bank. What's next for you?
NBC 10 News at 10 continues.
It's been 6 years since a young college student was tragically murdered, leaving that family desperate for answers. Here's NBC 10's Chelsea Monet with this week's ArkLaMiss Most Wanted.
Every parent's worst nightmare is having to bury their child. In 2017, Adrienne Green had to bury her only son. It's been 6 years since he was murdered. and still no clues. Nicholas Nico Green was killed on New Year's Eve 2016 at his home in Ruston. From Elton, Louisiana, he was a student at Louisiana Tech, expected to graduate the following year.
He never came home. It's been tough. He was my only son.
During the initial investigation, Nico's neighbor told our news crews that he thought he heard fireworks. Instead, he walked outside to see police cars and ambulances.
Bring him out on a stretcher and pumping his heart when he comes out. And I knew at that point, like, my boy just died.
6 years later, still no suspects, no motives, and no answers.
And I just don't understand how come there hasn't been any progress in his case.
Leaving her asking for your help.
I'm begging, I am pleading that somebody, if they know anything, please call Ruston PD.
Saying she will not stop until the murder of her only son is solved and his killer is in custody. If you have information on this case, contact the Ruston Police Department at the number on the bottom of your screen. Remember, your tips help bring fugitives to justice. For Arklamas Most Wanted on your weather station, I'm Chelsea Monet.
For local fugitives that have been captured, pick up a copy of the Justified newspaper at your local convenience store. All right, weather is next. Meteorologist Alex Noel is here. She'll have your full forecast when the NBC 10 News at 10 continues.
NBC 10 News, first at 4. Premieres Monday on NBC 10.
Want to know where the fish are biting this weekend? Catch the Honey Hole Insider with my fishing buddy, David Owen.
The Honey Hole Insider Weekly Fishing Report, Friday mornings at 6 on NBC 10 News Today.
Have you seen foam lift concrete? With LevelTech, we can fix sinking concrete easily with polylevel foam. The foam fills the empty spaces under the concrete to raise it in place. No more tripping on sidewalk. Just call LevelTech. Level out that ugly concrete situation with polylevel foam from LevelTech. Raise your property value and decrease your chance of injury with level concrete. Don't replace it, raise it. Call LevelTech Foundation and Concrete Repair today for a consultation.
You gotta get on down to Don Killen's Country Village Manufactured Home.
The oldest manufactured home dealership in North Louisiana is making housing affordable again. With quality brands such as Cappert, Oak Creek, Cabco, and a lifetime warranty on every home sold. So pass the rest to the best.
5 miles south on 165.
This isn't your typical runaway bride scene. It's a Nissan sales event ad. Now that's something I can commit to. His RAV4 doesn't even have as many standard safety features as this Rogue.
Get low APR financing plus no payments for 90 days on Altima.
Love may be forever, but these offers are not.
Why should you try Sammy Southern Honey? Just look at all the benefits of 100% natural and local honey. Sammy Southern Honey. Come check it out at Sammy's Plant World or online.
Do you have difficulty with Bell's palsy or facial drooping? Call or visit the Swallowing Clinic online today to schedule a consultation.
A better home starts with a better loan. Let us find the loan that works best for you. Courtney at Southland Mortgage, your local mortgage specialist. Let's get started today.
Live Storm Tracker Doppler Radar, sponsored by Homeland Bank. And now, exclusive Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Alex Noel.
Let's have one last look at our live storm tracker Doppler radar. As you can see, sitting nice and quiet as expected for this evening. And our satellite radar is going to tell a very similar story. As you can see, not even really clouds showing up on the satellite radar. But how does that affect our temperatures? Well, temperatures are going to be sitting in the upper 70s and upper 80s for most of us. Monroe sits at 80, El Dorado is sitting at 77, Shreveport at 80, and Alexandria at 78. But when you have temperatures this close to your dew point temperatures, which are sitting at 77 for Monroe, 70 in Alexandria, and 75 in El Dorado, that's indicative of a very, very moist atmosphere. It's almost like you have a coffee cup that's about to overspill, but if you hold it and shake it too long while you're walking. So as we can expect, tomorrow morning around 7 a.m. when most of us are getting ready to start our day, some of us are headed off to church or do your daily activities, you can expect to see some scattered fog for most of the region, cutting your visibility in half. So make sure if you are nearsighted or if you need help with the visibility that you're leaving a little bit earlier to make it to where you can get to where you need to be on time. But as we look to our more future tracker later, as you can see, we had this nice southerly flows like sticking a straw over the Gulf of Mexico, drinking in all this moisture provided through the Gulf of Mexico and back into the Arclimus. But it's really not going to do much for the rest of the week and into the early next week. As you can see on Sunday even, you can see all these scattered showers and clouds really, but no money for the most part when you get storms and showers. So I might actually drop the percentage of rain for tomorrow down by 10%. And again on Monday, we have it at 30% right now, but it's really not indicative of a lot of scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. It just doesn't have the potential for it. But as we move on into later next week, into Tuesday, again, that's when this low pressure here is going to make its way into the Arclimus and then might bring in some more showers and thunderstorms. But we need to address the elephant in the room. Yes, the Atlantic has awakened. But as we look at our activity during the average of the hurricane season, we're sitting right about here. So right on track, really, for most of us. As you can see, we do have 4 areas of interest here in the Atlantic and even in the Caribbean Sea here. Now, none of these are a threat to us right now. It's just a good reminder to make sure that you're prepared for hurricane season. Now, the National Hurricane Center has had special interest here for this disturbance number 1. As you can see, in the next few days, it has about a 20% chance of development, and in the next 5 days, it has about 50% chance of development. So take this time, make sure if you have any evacuation plans, if you live in a flood zone, that you have everything prepared and ready for hurricane season. But as we look at tonight's temperatures, they're going to sit into the mid-70s. Remember that fog early tomorrow morning for most of us around 7 a.m. So if you have any morning activities, make sure you're leaving a little bit early to make do for that. But temperatures are going to rebound back into the 90s. Drink lots of water and be wary of an afternoon stray shower. And as we look into next week, the rain chances are sticking around in the forecast, but honestly, they're not that impressive. So make sure you have an umbrella on standby, but don't be surprised if you don't see a lot of rain.
All right, thank you, Alex. Well, coming up on NBC 10 News at 10, a complete recap of Saturday action from Bayou Jam and Ruston. Stick around.
When a tornado warning is issued, immediately go to the lowest level of your home and find a small interior room. Make sure you have a safe spot picked out ahead of time. Act calmly, cover yourself with a mattress or a blanket, and don't waste time as these storms move quickly.
Finding the Honda you really want just got easier. With a longer limited warranty, so long. And complimentary oil changes within the first year. You've never been more at peace than with Honda Certified Pre-Owned.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and due to your incredible support, the original My Slippers are almost completely sold out. As a special thank you, I am launching my brand new all-season slippers, slides, and sandals for as low as $29.98. This is a limited time offer, so go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code and you'll get all my new footwear for as low as $29.98. My all-season slippers are made with my exclusive 4-layer design that you won't find in any other slipper. They're finished with a breathable fabric so you can wear them all year round. And my new slides and sandals are made with patented impact gel, making them ultra comfortable and extremely durable. I guarantee they'll be the most comfortable footwear you'll ever own. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen now to get your very own all-season slippers, slides, and sandals for as low as $29.98 with your promo code. This is an introductory offer and it won't last long, so order now.
When a tornado warning is issued, immediately go to the lowest level of your home and find a small interior room. Make sure you have a safe spot picked out ahead of time. Act calmly, cover yourself with a mattress or a blanket, and don't waste time as these storms move quickly.
Download the NBC 10 News app, sponsored by Vantage Health Plan. And now, your Ouachita Valley Federal Credit Union Sports Desk.
Well, this evening's Bayou Jam festivities marks the grand finale, one of the nation's biggest jamborees. Emotional scene right there during the West Monroe Ruston beginning. Bearcats legend Tommy Reeder honored along with the late Scott Stone. Scoreless in the first half. Ruston's Jaden Osborne finds Percy Williams. He's down to the 1-yard line. Moments later, it's Osborne to Dyson Fields. This TD gives Ruston a 7-0 lead over West Monroe. Later on, Ruston opened this baby all the way up, 24-6 right now in favor of Ruston. Long throw, Ruston back at offense from Osborne to Aaron Jackson right there. However, that drive ended in the field goal. Check this out. Ruston stuns West Monroe 27-6. Jared Boggs, this is a sign of things to come in Week 10 when these two teams reunite again.
Hell, I hope so. But we got a lot of games between now and then, so you don't ever know. We're never the same football team at Week 10 that we are now. Hopefully we can improve and get to be a better football team before then.
All right, the second to last game of the day. Cedar Creek links up with Evangel. Scoreless in the first half. Eagles quarterback Peyton Fulgham. Let's take the snap right here. Quickly hit Parker Fulgham. Not sure if they're related. They're from Shreveport. I don't know their story. They're down inside the 40-yard line, but they couldn't convert the points on this drive. Cougars trying to get something going offensively, but Lane Thomas quickly met by Evangel's defense right there. They're looking salty all day long. All right, Cedar Creek driving again. QB Caden Milton right there. No, not right there. There he is right there. Taking the snap. He is picked off by Evangel, and he is pushed just short of the goal line. Evangel added a late score and wins 14-0 over Cedar Creek. For more Bayou Jam coverage, here's Dominique Williams.
We're here for the 2022 Bayou Jam. Franklin Parish met on the gridiron with Jonesboro Hodge. Both teams were applying the pressure on both sides of the ball. Let's take you to some of the highlights of the game.
Jonesboro Hodge back with the ball, still not having any luck trying to connect with the receivers. Franklin Parish, Andrea McMahon for the pick, takes off for the carry and gets brought down inside the 50. Jonesboro Hodge QB looks down the middle with a double coverage of his man. Franklin Parish Kendrick Thomas is there for the pick. Jonesboro third interception in the half. Jonesboro Hodge with possession, running back on the carry. Ball will get ripped out, a fumble. Franklin Parish will recover and force another turnover on Jonesboro. Franklin Parish on the snap. Bryce Curtis looks into the end zone, throws to Javion White with the catch for the touchdown. Patriots will take the final 7-0. Here are some post-game moments from Franklin Parish.
You know me, I'm gonna do my thing all the time, but I told Coach run that slant out. He can't nobody guard me out here, can't guard me. So, confidence in the team, man, you know how we get.
But we still need a lot of work. As a jamboree, you don't get a full feel of a full game. We still had some fatigue. We still had some missed assignments. So hopefully we can just continue to improve and get better as the season goes on.
All right, more action. OCS meets Gina. Landon Graves at QB for the Eagles. However, the ensuing handoff is dropped in the end zone. Gina with the clutch recovery. Giants on offense now. They're trying to move the ball and get things going as they were still looking for a score in the contest. It was a tight battle all game long, but check this out. This is boggled and then fumbled on their end as well. OCS is Tate Hamby all over it for the recovery. All right, Hamby will return to the highlights right about now, as a matter of fact. Graves right here to Hamby, the junior. He is racing all the way back up 165, still running perhaps for the touchdown. OCS edges Gina 14-12. A lot more in this game, of course, limited by time. We'll have more for you tomorrow on NBC 10 News at 5. All right, news and weather coming up on Channel 10.
Heavy-duty pulling power to conquer the high road or the off-road. The GMC Sierra Heavy Duty, premium and capable.
Sierra heavy-duty models are arriving weekly at your local GMC dealers. Available for immediate delivery with 0% financing.
I just had a friend direct message me and say, how can you work in media? It's so negative. There's so much bad news. And I messaged her back and said, there's always more good news than bad. And I think that at News Nation, we have the opportunity to show more positivity and the stories of people from all walks of life. When you have something like Morning in America to wake up to, you can guarantee that you're not only going to leave more informed, but you're going to leave more inspired.
We do need to stand with each other, don't we?
Weekday mornings on News Nation, the fastest growing cable news network.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job, so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado pickups. Plus, get 2.89% financing when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
We invite you to come save big this tax-free weekend, September 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Spotted Dog Sporting Goods has everything you've been wanting, from archery gear, tree saddles, hunting clothes such as Sitka and Drake, Rambo e-bikes, and much more. Come take advantage of our same-as-cash financing on 165 South in Columbia, Louisiana, or check us out online at SpottedDogSportingGoods.com. Save big on this year's no-tax sale.
Football Forecast, sponsored by Aero Dental Center.
One last look at your 7-day forecast, and you might want to keep the umbrella handy for most of the week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are a pretty good chance of rain, but those rain chances are soon to die off as you head into the weekend of next week.
All right, well, that is it for us. We'll see you Sunday evening at 5 p.m. As always, you could stay up to date at MeyerColumbus.com. Have a great night.